the Common Application allows you to list a maximum of 10 activities. And this causes students stress because oftentimes they do not have 10 activities to list, and that is completely fine. I have never met an admissions counselor who has told me they would prefer a quantity over quality when it comes to extracurricular activities. They're not looking for you to fill up all 10 spaces, but they're looking for quality. And they know how they can tell the quality of the extracurricular activity by the questions they ask about that activity. And they ask you in the application to put down how many weeks per year, how many hours per week, and what time of the year you're busy with that activity. So they can tell if something is a one-off, one event in an afternoon, you did some type of community service maybe participate in Special Olympics, for example? Or is it something that you work on, every single week and you're really committed to? So that information is spelled out in the activities section. It's important to list the activities in the order of importance to you. And students often will say to me, right after I tell them this, which ones do you think the colleges want to see first? Which ones stand out the most? They're not interested in knowing, in you guessing which activity they will be most impressed with. They're interested in knowing which activity is most important to you, and that's the one you should list first. So not what you think they want to hear, and not chronologically. Put it in the order of importance to you. And I'm going to urge you, let me scroll up so you can see, to, when you fill out the activities section, to think beyond organized activities. And students, this is a mistake many students do make because they don't realize that it's okay to put hobbies in here or put family obligations in this section. So you need to write about, in the activity section, how you're spending your time. So if you ski every weekend with your family and that's a big part of your life, that should go in the activity section, not just being the captain of the soccer team. So especially for students who feel they really don't have a lot of activities, organized activities, they don't have a job, they don't participate in too many clubs or sports at school, I really urge them to think about activities more broadly and ask themselves, well, how do I spend my time? And I should put that in my application because colleges are going to want to know how I spend my time. The Common Application gives students 150 characters to explain each activity. This part requires strategy. So in that 150 characters, you want to explain to admissions what your involvement is in this activity, what it means to you, or just flat out what the activity is. For example, I have a student now who's involved in a program called SHIELD. It's a peer mentoring or peer advising type program, but if she just puts SHIELD down, they will have no idea what that is and how much she's doing and what type of work she's doing with the SHIELD program. So it's really important to explain it the way you would on a resume. You would explain your job or the various activities that you're involved in.